Yo, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our YouTube channel. Guys, welcome to another episode. So this is the final part to the wedding series. So I hear.
Yes.
I've been trying to push for season 2, guys, but you know, man, it's the ownership of this channel. We didn't meet the requirements to push for season 2. But otherwise, no, guys, welcome to another episode. Thank you so much for the love. Thank you so much for the comments. Today we are here to actually answer all of these questions you guys have been popping in the chat. No, we've made notes. We are here for you guys. Let me run through some of the questions here. The first question says, how did the matrimonial dress end up looking the way that it looked?
The matrimonial dress. Okay. So the matrimonial dress, as you guys saw, I think I can't remember the episode, but it's the episode about the fittings, just the fun stuff. I showed you guys the dress that it had a collar, and that ended up not working out, and we found that out literally the night before the wedding. So we had measured, everything was fine. Ulwandle had pinned it together. So we'd taken measurements, Ulwandle had pinned it together, the dress was ready. The only thing that she still needed to do was just stitch the dress together. And for some reason, unknown to us, but one thing that I believe, guys, about wedding dresses, this is gonna sound so spiritual, but I truly believe that there's definitely a spiritual element to, not even a spiritual element.
Yeah.
This thing is very spiritual, down to the garments that you are wearing, right? And I truly believe that the Lord was just ensuring that I walked down the aisle wearing the dress that I was wearing that day, right? So we get there, Ulwandle comes through with the dress, and now we obviously I'm supposed to fit the dress. I fit the dress. This thing is just not going in, like it's just not sitting. It's just not. In fact, it was just a lot. Like it's difficult to get it to sit right. It was just not working. And mind you, we don't have material at this point. To start things over, and because I know Ulwandle would have just done it on the spot, but Saphelelwa, we didn't have any more material. When I tell you, we spent the entire night trying to figure this dress out, trying to see what will look right. Guys, at this point we just need to accept that we need a new design for the top part, right? Yeah, guys, the entire night, literally the entire night. At some point the bridesmaids were asleep. At some point I was like, all of you, please wake up right now and start praying. We are baby, these were things happening around 1 in the morning. The day is literally here. I remember my friend TJ. She was like, what is going on? I'm like, listen, wake up. You need to start praying, because at this point, nothing is working. It was really a stressful situation, but I really feel like the Lord wanted to change the dress, and it had to be the dress that I walked down the aisle to. I really believe that if if you want God to choose for you, would say, Lord, choose my wedding dress, choose the makeup that I have on the day, choose the hair. I know it sounds but God is involved in the details as well.
Yeah.
So I really wouldn't change a thing. In as much as it was so stressful, I know Ulwandle, she's like, never that, never again, you know. But I'm so grateful for her patience as well in that moment. It was such a stressful situation because we had done everything that we needed to do, and the situation was just what it was, you know. And we needed to think on the spot, think on our feet. It was okay. How is you know, how are we going to make this thing work?
Yeah.
And she's so brilliant. I remember so when I went to do my makeup, so I had left the whole situation in her hands. I had left the whole situation in Lance's hands. I was like, okay, let me go. I need to go do makeup. So I'm going to makeup. I still don't know how I'm going to look, you know. And I remember Olandle coming to the venue to now do her makeup, right? And hey, well, this girl is happy. Number one, she didn't sleep. So I don't understand. Why is this girl so happy? She was just like, yeah. I'm like, also, what happened to the stress? But I think seeing her like that, it calmed me down. It's okay, Shruti, there's something. We came up with something. She was able to come up with something for the dress, right? And I was like, oh, okay, fine. And then my maid of honor drove me back home after I had done my makeup. And then I asked her, because I was just like, oh my God, what happened with the dress? She was like, no, it's fine. Everything is fine. Just keep an open mind. I was like, okay. Guys, when I tell you, I put that dress on and I had my bouquet as well. I put that dress on, and with the hair and the makeup and everything, I was like, oh my God, God did it.
Yeah.
I was like, God did it. God pulled it together. I couldn't even imagine in my mind how this thing could come together. Yeah. But in that moment, I knew that God has done it. So that is the story of the dress. It's a testimony of its own. Yeah. But I wouldn't have had it any other way. Yeah.
Hectic.
Thank you for calling me.
That's on the pleasure.
Guys, my husband is a barista.
I'm thinking now that it's a good thing I didn't know, because I was gonna be stressed with you.
You were gonna be so
but
stressed.
The thing is, there's nothing that I could have done, because
exactly.
I was not allowed to see you until the day of the wedding, so you had to fight that battle.
So
without me.
I feel like I fought a lot of battles without you. I feel like that.
But before
But I feel like also, like, yo, baby, like I'm sure you had your own things. You were in your own world. Like, you were thinking about this and thinking about that.
We were just roasting each other.
Just chilling.
The next question was basically it was the finance part of things. So how to budget for your wedding?
Yo, baby, this one
You want to, or you wanna pass the baton on?
I wanna, When it
guys,
comes to the finances,
when it comes to money, guys, it's important to be strict also on what you want. So get multiple quotations where you can, and also just check in terms of who's good at what. What I realized is that it's always good to find someone who's good at what they do. So if someone specializes on cakes, that's the right person for your wedding cake. And because that's what they specialize on, you are able to get like prices on the tiers that they have, on whatever. So basically, you get whatever type of cake design that you want, and the prices are not all the same because you specify the requirements. Unlike finding a supplier, for example, that will you put your cake order in with them and then they would outsource those services. Yeah, so it's always good to deal with suppliers directly. If there's someone who deals with cake, use that someone who deals with cake. If there's someone who deals with deco, use that person who deals with deco. Unless then, for example, our venue was also incorporated with the
everything
with the deco. So yeah, it's all in how you find the pricing. So if you're looking for flowers or whatever, deal with people who specialize in that. Yeah, so people who work in that industry, it's their bread and butter. It's what they wake up every day to do, rather than outsource from a company that will say, no, we will do all of it for you, and then then of course they're going to mark up a lot of things. They're going to overprice a lot of things.
Okay, because they're also outsourcing.
100%.
Okay.
So yeah, so another thing is, after getting your quotations, because remember, a wedding is about numbers. Each person comes at a price. So also you guys need to set up your wedding in such a way that you are able to accommodate those numbers. And yeah, I mean, do something you love, account for the numbers, and say that, okay, we are willing to do 50 people, and stick to those 50 people, because then in the long run you are able to work your way up to that budgeting amount. And I think just table your numbers. Table your numbers. Know what you're dealing with. Know what's left for which supplier. Table your payments so that you don't make any duplicate payments. Just make sure that everything is done. And then also, when it comes to payments, whoever needs their money first, pay in that order. The venue, of course, they'll give you some time. So depending on when you guys have set the dates, they give you up until, it was 2 weeks before the wedding. 2 weeks before the wedding to pay in the final amount. So that you can also work in terms of how are you paying it. And yeah, guys, I think you just have to be strict on your budget, a couple of months, no nice things, just focus on the nice final product that you guys want to get yourself to. An important thing is deposits, guys. Deposits are very important because you are able to book that specific supplier for that specific day. So if the deposit is in, then basically it holds them accountable to be available on that day. But usually that's just to book them out for the day, and then you pay your final amount depending on what the payment terms you have with that supplier, or basically whatever was defined on the contract or whatever agreement that was in place for the wedding. But I think just look in the market, multiple quotations, identify what you want, and then you guys can work to what you want. Before I forget, just adding on to budgeting, guys, this is between you and your fiance. You all need to know, this is what we plan to spend. How much are we planning to go over budget, if ever there's a need to go over budget? But definitely, if you go under budget, that's always a good thing. So plan it out, guys. Can drop a comment in the chat. You can send an email. We're always willing to give out advice. Please note that it's not financial advice, because we're not financial advisors. But we can give. We are called life advisors because we've experienced it.
Life advisors.
How do you deal with family members that have their own ideas of your wedding? How do you incorporate their plans in yours? I.e., they want a big wedding and you don't. So guys, this one is a tricky one also. It's a very tricky one. At the end of the day, you need to remember that it's you both getting married. Basically, you guys present what you guys can afford, and definitely I know you guys already have an ideal guest list in mind. So what I would recommend would be that have a discussion with family. If they want a big wedding, then they have to cover a portion of the costs. The entire expense shouldn't fall on the both of you, because ideally that's not what you want, but you do want to accommodate the family, and so that they also have an input in your wedding. Some other things are straight up no. You guys will have to tell them that okay, we are not doing this, we are not doing this and this and this. But when it comes to things that require additional monies, I think that's a good conversation to have with them. Sit down with them and advise them and tell them that, okay, we have catered up to these many guests, and this is the amount that we have catered for. But anything outside of this,
it's gonna be
we'll have to ask that you guys take it out from your pockets. You know, because at the end of the day, we need to remember that it's your wedding. You know, it's your wedding. You get to define how you'd like your wedding to be, and basically they should be of support. You know, the best thing they can do is support you guys and acknowledge your wishes. But if it ever happens that they now want to go above and beyond, there's some extras that they want to add in, there's some extra things that they want to do, then they would have to also just dig a little into their pockets. You know, because remember, there's always life after the wedding. So you can have your big wedding with 500 guests, you both pay for it. Afterwards, it's just the both of you guys, and you guys now have to start off life. You all need to get a house, get a car.
Starting from scratch.
Basically, you are starting an entire new household. So I would say anything above and beyond, there should be a fair contribution from the family. And I think as much as possible, you guys come first. Your wishes come first. Whatever you guys plan to do for the day, that comes first. You guys are basically found as CEOs of that wedding, so you have the final say.
Can I just also add, baby, on this point, because family dynamics, they because it's not just about the two of you only, but also your parents. It's not that day, but it's that day as well, you know. And now, but they are excited. They want, you know, their son is getting married, their daughter is getting married, you know. So they are also excited, and so emotions are high. You know, emotions are high. They have a certain picture as well of the wedding, the kind of wedding that they want you to have, that they think that you will have. And just remembering what they also come from, they mean no harm. They mean no harm. They
all love.
It's all love, you know. But I think it's important to ask God for wisdom in every scenario that happens. Just ask God for wisdom. That, okay, Lord, how do I come out on the other side here? Because you don't want to put things in such a way where they feel they are there at your wedding, but you've hurt them. You really have to tread with wisdom. Tread with wisdom for your own peace of mind as well, because you don't want to get to the wedding day and you are not okay now, you know. You know, and you are not able to just be fully joyous because you don't have peace in your heart, you know. So really, you know, that there's a scripture maybe that says, as much as it is up to you, I'm paraphrasing, as much as it is up to you, maintain the peace, try and keep the peace.
Yeah.
As much as.
Okay, the next question that I have here is, this one is for you, Mrs. Mbuti.
Okay.
How did you choose your bridesmaids?
How did I choose my bridesmaids? I have such a weird answer. But I feel like there was a knowing.
Okay.
There was a knowing. When it came to my bridesmaids, I just knew that it's this person, and this person, and this person, and this person. Yeah, I think it was a knowing.
Yeah.
But another thing that I have learned, just from my friends getting married, I've seen that you must really make sure that you get people who are really about you, number one, and people who can serve.
People about you.
Okay.
The Babriko line.
Wow, baby. Wow. But yes, people who are about you and people who will be able to serve you on the big day. Yeah, people with 7 hearts. Like, you need people with 7 hearts when it comes to your bridesmaids. And also you need people who will be able to be efficient as well. Well, they must be efficient. So their heart is in the right place, but they also have the competence to be a bridesmaid as well, because it is work, right? Even when it comes to your maid of honor, like somebody who has a heart for you. I think start there. Somebody who you really who really has the heart for you, who loves you. Yes, this person loves me, number one. And they will be able, they are efficient, they are competent, they'll be competent. They would be able to serve wholeheartedly, serve you and the people around you wholeheartedly on your big day. Because sometimes we go off of feelings with but Utoguti Unganako really loves you so much, but the way Ugubai bridesmaid needs you to just be on top of the game. And so I think it's something to consider as well, somebody who will be able to really serve.
To the next question. This is actually the last question that we have chosen to answer
and
for this episode.
Yes. And the most frequently asked.
Actually, this question falls under our FAQ. If you click on the link below. Alright guys, so the last question is, how did you guys meet?
How did you guys meet? Omunye asked, how did can we know how you met Umakot? Someone else said, how did you meet Mr. Mbu? Right?
So in summary, how did you guys meet?
How did you meet? Like, so it's coming from every angle. So
I don't know, babe. Do you want to go first?
I think you should go first, love. This
one, guys.
Yeah, because there are different versions of the story.
So, so we basically met in, was it 2019? Yeah, it was 20. So we basically met in 2019. We met in our varsity years.
Yes.
Just to realize that we even actually share we share the same classes together.
Yeah.
So mina ngadoja because bese ngazi ukuthi ubani ozombhalela isikole.
Asase.
Yeah, so on day one when we met, I just approached her and I told her, so hi, my name is Eric, and you are? And then she said, no, I'm Zagiti. Because now I need to cook the conversation because I've already started it, because I'm an extrovert, I introduce myself everywhere. So, and then I asked her, is that Xhosa? She was like, no. And I'm like, what's your name? And then she's like, no, I get that every time. So I was like, oops.
Yeah.
I just fell in the bucket of every time. I feel like all these other people now. But otherwise, no, it was just an innocent introduction. It was at a time where I was not even looking to be with anybody at the time. I was just living my best life, my so-called best life. And
best life.
Yeah, I think from there I think we really developed a good friendship. Like, when you're talking with someone and it just flows.
Yeah.
I think it was one time. It's one time when I realized, no. This person, I think I actually like this person.
Yeah.
Like, I really, really like this person.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like this is a full stop for me in life, in dating. It's gonna end here.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so I shot my top tier shots there because I've got top tier reels. I shot my top tier reels. Did this woman not make me hustle in life for her love? Yo, guys. No, guys. She really made me work hard. She really made me work hard. But I realized she was operating on a level of discerning whatever is happening now, And to be honest, at that time I was also going through a lot of things personally, and so yeah, it was tricky. It was like I was already I was about to bring a lot of baggage into her life, all in the sake of love.
And I was like, I never.
I think because of the friendship that we had, and even I could spice up my reels accordingly. So yeah, I shot my shots. It wasn't one shot, guys. It was actually quite a number of shots. I can't even count them anymore. But I think a couple of the no's were actually putting me in line to actually really check myself, because I could feel that we can make it work, but am I at the level of making it work? So it was a thing of now I had to do a young introspection, check myself out, tick the boxes that I need to tick, what's not ticked, work on it, and just become a better person. So it really pushed me to grow as a man, and then I was able to shoot that final shot that landed me this beautiful hand. Yeah, basically that's how we met.
Yeah.
That's from my point of view. I don't know, my wife, how she saw it. Maybe when she saw me coming, she was like, yo, this hunk of man.
Oh my gosh. Babe, so how, oh my gosh, I feel like the first time that I saw you, the first conversation.
Yeah.
So the first conversation that I had with you, because I had seen you. But the first conversation that we had when you introduced yourself, I was like, hey, bro, the confidence. Like, what is this confidence? It just came in there like, yeah, hi, my name's Eric. I'm like, okay, hi, Eric. Number one, it was your name for me. Like, your name is Eric, okay. Nangi Kinto Vyasemakai. So I was just like, Eric, okay, interesting. I was like, okay, interesting. And I think I was really taken by your confidence. I was like, yo, okay, that was really like very intentional, you know. And I think in your pursuing of me, I love the fact that you are very clear. Like, you were very clear. You were not like, I was never guessing, was, hey, this guy. You were very, very so you kept that upfront confidence, direct. That's the word, direct. You were very direct. I was never guessing, what are we? You know. Yeah. So even in your pursuit of me, you kept that, Jay. You were very, very clear about what it is that you intended.
To rate my Riz out of 10.
Your Riz was raising. No, baby, like, yeah, no. Like, I love the intentionality. Yeah. Your intentionality, Jay, and just your respect as well. There was just a respect also that you had. You are speaking to someone that, like, respectfully. Yeah. You know, I'm coming to you respectfully. You know.
I think overall was, I think it was just a thing of, you know, there was a knowing, there was a discernment of Guti, this is where it's at, you know.
There's something.
This is where I must find myself.
Okay, my beauties, that brings us to the end of the wedding series. I am a bit sad, but I think also it's an indication Guti, this is the finish line. And I'm so grateful to God for this journey. I'm so grateful, so grateful for His grace and His love and His kindness, and His help, and grateful to my husband. I wouldn't be Mrs. Mboki without this man next to me. I love you, baby.
Gosh.
And thank you so much.
Gosh.
To all. Thank you. Thank you so much to all my beauties, to all of you, my beauties, for supporting me on this journey. Thank you for the way that you received this journey. Thank you so much. We'll continue to journey together on this channel. Let's see what the Lord will do. Let's stick around and see what the Lord will do. I love you guys so much. May the Lord continue to bless you and be with you and just continue to journey with you. I think my parting words, Nje, is that God is faithful. God is faithful. He watches over His word to perform it. So yeah, anything you want to say, babe? Before
Nyabuya guys, Nyabuya ku channel yethu. Hey Nyabuya. But yeah guys, no, thank you so much. We really appreciate it. Keep commenting, keep liking, keep subscribing, share with family, share with friends, put it in that family group, put it in that group for the vacation, put it in there.
Share.
And yeah guys, as my wife said, we'll continue to keep you guys updated on our life journey.
Yeah.
And we can advise, we'll advise. And yeah, let's keep the ball moving. Let's keep going, y'all.
Yeah.
Thank
you so much, my beauties. I will see you guys on the next one. Blessings.